Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to this tutorial from Braids by Key. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment with feedback and concerns or just words of encouragement. Negativity is not needed, as we're all here to learn and grow. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please enjoy. To get started today, I will be doing some locks on natural hair. Here's the product here. I know it's a little close. It's the Edge Locs. I use this to part out to make sure I have crispy parts, as you can see. And I also use for the ends the Murray's Lock Cream Gel. So I've already started a couple rows here. I did small braids as she wanted her locks to be small. I put the Murray's on the end and then I combed that through with a small tooth comb just to make sure that the hair is evenly saturated all the way in. I did start with the braid. That's just something that I like to do on the natural hair, even though I will either coil the ends or do a 2-strand twist. But for her, I'm doing the coils because she did want the coils instead of the 2 strands. So as you can see here, I'm just going through making sure I distribute the product throughout the hair. And now I'm taking my small tooth comb and I'm coiling the hair and I'm pulling it down on any areas that I see that didn't get as good as a coil, because I want to avoid budding in the future. I go back over it, and I did want that nice little coil on the end, so I'm going back over that a couple times, and I'm also pulling the excess product out of the hair as I go down. I'll make sure that it's sitting the way that I want to, the coil's looking okay, and that I don't see any gaps in there where I pulled the comb too much. Going back in again here, pulling it down. You see that nice coil? Very nice, making sure the ends are good. And that extra product is being pulled out of the hair. So I continue this on up from the bottom in a couple rows. I try to keep my spacing even though I do want to have this bricklayer effect, and I try to keep the same number of twists on each row for later on to make styles easier for me, such as 2-strand twists. So that's the even number of locks. Just continuing to do the same thing here, pulling that product to the end, ensuring to have that coil and make sure it's falling where I need it to be. And you see, I don't have to go back through and add additional product, as I have extra product on my hand, and excess product is also being left on the comb as I go through. Beautiful, beautiful coils. Now, if I were going to do the 2-strand twist method, I would probably use the Edge Locs throughout the hair. Being that they're on if the hair was straight or if it was recently flat iron, which her hair has not been, but being that her hair is in a natural state and it has that natural curl pattern, I opted for the coils where we can get those curly ends, which a lot of people do like to see. Just finishing up the back here. And I do apologize, you guys. I know it's a little bit close, but I'm not the best at editing. But I will work on that moving forward. Making sure that ends get the coil that we like. Now, when I'm done coiling the entire back, I'll also go to the front and do the same method. And I happened, being that she wanted them to cover her face, I went through and did it down forward in the front instead of all to the back or to the side. I angled those to the side. I'm just going back through